Threats of 5 years in jail for lockdown breaking offences. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because, well, yeah, this is definitely a scare piece. I'm hoping. Otherwise, New South Wales really is becoming a police state. Really. New South Wales Police warn of 5-year jail term for lockdown breaking offences. 5 years in jail for not wearing a mask. They can't be. There has to be something quite drastic that people are doing. 5 years? How many people commit crimes that are much worse than this and just get a slap on the wrist? Fed up police on the COVID front line have sent out a stark warning to anyone flashing a fake face mask exemption, saying they face serious prison time. New South Wales Deputy Commissioner of Metropolitan Field Operations, Malcolm Lyon, said making a false declaration to an officer is an inductible offence, which carries a 5-year jail term. With Greater Sydney now in the midst of its sixth week of lockdown, a trend has emerged where rule breakers have manipulated the public health mandate. Some are faking statutory declarations. Well, if you're faking a stat dec, well, here's the thing. In the construction game, you get people to sign stat decks saying, like, the builder has paid all the subbies, and the validity of those or of those to protect the subbies has been thrown out in court. So there you go. But you are technically a stat dec is under the Oath Act, isn't it? I'll have a look. So what did we do to that? Maybe we should go back to the old ways of breaking an oath. Go hardcore. So anyway, they're faking stat decks, which excludes them from having to wear a face mask, even though they do not have a lawful reason not to do so. The mask-wearing requirements have evolved over time to match the changing settings as the government has responded to the escalating COVID-19 Delta variant case numbers, Deputy Commissioner Lyon said. Clearly, the rules now state that people need to abide by the mask-wearing requirements of the public health order unless they have an exemption. Anyone with an exemption must either carry a medical certificate issued by a doctor or a stat dec. If police ask to see the exemption, people are required to present that documentation, and we will investigate all exemptions, Deputy Commissioner said. Make no mistake, police are investigators by trade. If we have any reasonable doubt that a document may be false, we can and will investigate these matters thoroughly to bring people before the courts, he said. The 5-year prison sentence falls under the Oaths Act of 1900, there you go, and is the maximum penalty for making a false declaration. New South Wales face mask rules during the COVID lockdown. You must wear a face mask at indoor non-residential premises in New South Wales. You must wear a face mask when using public transport. You must wear a face mask in a major recreation facility. You must carry a face mask with you at all times if you are in the LGAs of Greater Sydney, including the Blue Mountains, Central Coast, Wollongong and Shell Harbour. You must wear a face mask if you go out in a public area in Blacktown, Campbelltown, Canterbury, Bankstown, Cumberland, Fairfield, Georges River, Liverpool, Parramatta, LGAs. You must wear a face mask when travelling in a vehicle with a person you do not live with, and you must wear a face mask in Greater Sydney residential building common areas. So there you go, everyone. People potentially breaching the Oaths Act and scaring everyone with 5 years in jail. Can you see them wanting to make an example of anyone who breaches this act? Maybe some of our politicians have breached their oaths in Parliament. Maybe we should look into that too. What do you reckon? Guys, what do you think? Here's the thing. Using it indoors, one can understand. I mean, I can understand that. I can appreciate that. These are not going to protect you. You've got to understand that it's to stop you from infecting someone else, even to minimize it. If you really want to get protection, get yourself a proper mask with a respirator on it. And then gunk it all up, get goggles on, go full, We're going to live in this dystopian world, guys. You've got to prepare. What do you think? Do you think this is just to scare people? Will they make an example of anyone? And should people who are breaking an oath, should they be held accountable? What do you think? Or maybe they should reduce the requirement for masks outdoors. Or is that all gone out the window as well now? Anyway, guys, there you have it. Potentially 5 years jail in the New South Wales police state. What do you reckon? As always, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions for this in the comments down below. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. Sign up for SelfWealth or Stake. Use our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve or AussieBroadband. Buy a merch from HeiseSays. Use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint or support us via PayPal. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.